Okay, let's begin today with the big picture. Yesterday we closed down to 500 right here. Very important to see this kind of breakout. Now we would like to see a kind of pullback, let's say up to I don't know 600 or so, and then a failure to hold. That will mean that we could see further downside once these lows of 500 break to the downside, and then could see this kind of retest of August and September lows right here. Here on the 5-minute chart we can see some immediately support down here at today's open price and yesterday's low. Immediately rallied here holding above 500. Let's see now if this will give us a rally up to 600 later in the day, but we need to see how it will behave here at these swing low levels. Very important to see how it will behave around here and around these levels all the way up to 600. If we see any kind of resistance, perhaps it will be good reason to short it, but again we initially will go with a short-term trend. So let's see. A nice scenario for me is for the long trade to let the market go down to this day's open price and yesterday's low, see if it holds there and then buy it for a reversal trade. So I shorted right here, failure to hold and break above the new highs. Let's see now if we go for a retest down to today's open price, but again we need to see how it will behave here at 513s, 500s and at this kind of lows. This could be a very good trade if it goes down here. So scale out most of my position here. This could be very good long opportunity. Let's see if it goes down to retest at yesterday's lows, today's open price here, initial balance low. Very nice trade. I close the whole position. Let's see if we hold support here. I will try to buy it initially. So I initially bought this flash down move here. Let's see if we hold and we retest 500s initially. Very nice trade both sides. Very weak. Perhaps I should have held this kind of short. Now breaking down. Let's see if we manage to go above here. I will buy it back again. We can see resistance here 5 minutes or so below this open price. Let's see if we manage to make a new low. I shorted here, but I will buy it back immediately if it breaks out. So I bought it right here, failed to break down below, and we held 100% of its average range. Let's see if we manage to scale up the position around here and leave the rest for a possible retest of this high right here at 544s. Price broke out here, I scale up the position. Let's see if we have this kind of retest up here and then consolidate and then go even higher to 600s. You can see here on the 5-minute statistic I use for the first hour of cash market trade. This is the average rate, almost reached it. Held support here with dodgy fake down move and hold support every candle 5-minute closed above day's open price. Let's see if we have any kind of reversal type of trade today. I would like to hold this position for a possible move up to 600s or even higher. Of course we need to break out and hold above these levels. Very nice trade so far here. Let's see how it will behave here. Potentially initially we'll find some resistance, but then we need to consolidate above this blue line here in between these for further upside. Let's see, it's too early to say, but good support at the moment. So the trade broke out to new highs right here. Let's see if it holds and how long. Very nice trade here. Let's see if it holds above its initial balance high and or generally between this 508 and 558. Then we should see a retest down here, and if it holds we should see further upside. This is the opposite scenario than yesterday. At the moment setting up bullishly, but we need to hold between here a couple of hours and then trade above 600s. So price pull back here at the middle point as I was expecting to happen. You see my periscope, I was describing this kind of setup. Let's see now if this will hold and we have a move, a retest initially at 58s or even higher. So price failed to hold this initial move here. I bought here and I got stopped out. Let's see if it holds any lower. On the other hand, if it doesn't, we could see further downside. So now we have the reverse scenario. The more time price spends between these 508s and 458s, if it spends much time here, we could see further downside. Again, fail to hold above. If it manages to rally above and holds above, then we could see further upside. Let's see, kind of tricky at the moment. So we can see failure here, a shorted here. Let's see if we hold this day's open price or if we break straight through and break this kind of day's low. At the moment, the fact that failed above 500 seems to be the better scenario, but let's see. So we can see here price consolidating sideways all these kind of 2 hours. Now we have 75% chance to go further downside, failed to hold above. Previous scenario was to hold above like it did above 508 and 558 like it did now. Let's see how down can this go. Very quick. We can see here the statistic for these 2 hours of trading. Here we hit 140% of its average range, then we bounce back up. So I close the short position, open a long position. Again, very slow price action, failed to break and hold below this kind of range. Let's see though if we can retest up to 540s or so. We need to break out, of course, all these levels 500 and 508s. So we can see here this kind of flag again today, like exactly yesterday. Let's see if we manage to, at the moment we're holding this low of the first hour of cash market and chopping above and below days open price and yesterday's low. If we break out and hold and go above 500s and hold above, then perhaps we could see further upside, but this could be later. The other thing is that Boone retests the all-time highs, and as you can see here, failed immediately, so that means kind of bullish for equities. Let's see if we break out now and go further upside. I would like to go long. Again, like this scenario, we need to see holding above 508. If we don't, then I will still stay short here against this 508 for further downside. Let's see. So we can see here price broke out this equilibrium line here 508. Let's see if it holds above. I bought here for the breakout, scale out most of the position. Let's see now if the other plan like earlier today will prove to be the case and we hold support at this kind of 508 and then gradually move higher for potentially a 600 retest. You can see here the German Bund failed to hold this new all-time high and broke out. Failed to break up this all-time high, new all-time high, and broke down this VPOC low. Let's see if the more it goes down, the higher probability will go further upside in equity. So perhaps this plan will be the case. So if on the other hand we'll trade below 500s, again then the bear scenario will be the case. Let's see. Back again here below 500, this was just a fake out it seems. Let's see if this kind of flag breaks to the downside, then we should see further downside. Again I shorted here, I don't let my trade run against me, so let's see if this 500 holds to the downside. So just to see again everything, how quick everything is changing. I shorted here because of this was fake out. Again, this is the power of statistics when you see price pending, even not so clearly today, but within this kind of low range, or another case within this kind of higher range, as this was the case this morning, but failed. Then we have 75% chance to go further down. So let's see if this is the case, and we break down 58s and this kind of lows and goes down to 400s. I would like to hold this position for potential downside down to 400s, but again let's see how previous low will behave. You can see here clearly the 5-minute chart. Let's see if we manage to meet the average range from this breakdown down to 350s. Here we go once again. Here I bought here prior to this breakout anticipated. Let's see how we will behave here at previous swing high and how do we behave here at initial balance high of the day and an value high right here if it manages to break it out. And let's see if we'll have finally this kind of 600 retest. Again you can see Bund now broke down this after this 1.5 hour consolidation. The more down it goes, the more high will go, DAX will go. So let's see. Nice trade so far right here. We can see we held resistance initially at this initial balance high. Let's see how far up. This is what statistic average moves suggests between these two 5 hours of trading right here. We hit exactly 100% of this average range within this time frame. Let's see how far can we exceed it and if we manage to exceed it now. A few minutes now until the US cash open. Let's see what we have. We have continuous failure to break and hold below this day's open price, below initial balance low of the day and below yesterday's low. Now I bought here prior to this breakout happened, initially support here and resistance here and resistance, secondary resistance as well. Let's see what we would like to see now is to hold this kind of breakout of initial balance high and this high here 558 and then goes up to 600s during the US session. You can see now it's breaking out. Let's see if this will continue. I'm still long here and I will scale out around 600 and then possibly leave the rest for further upside. But let's see. You can see acceleration to the move here above this initial balance high levels. Let's see how far up can this go. Again, now we have the morning scenario, which means the more it holds between here or above, we have 75% chance to go further upside. The statistics I use for this case is we have an average price since this breakout, counting now from equilibrium line because it's a reversal, up to 640s, let's say. But let's see where we open and then we'll apply this kind of measure here for this is average range for these 2 hours of US session. Let's see where we open and let's see if we have continuation to the upside. So I sorted right here. Let's see how we'll behave here at 500. I would like to buy DAX when SPY closes the gap close to 190. Currently at 190.63. So close the short position here for a nice move, 30-40 points or so. Open a long position here against 500. Let's see if we have this kind of setup right now as I was anticipating to be this morning, and we hold support here at this equilibrium line and then we will test the highs of the day, potentially to 600. Let's give it some time. So price made a new low here. We held support initially here at yesterday's low, that low right here. I bought here. Let's see if we manage to go up above 500s. Goes to unexpected ISM non-manufacturing PMI. Let's see if we hold any support here or if we tank down to 400. So I sorted the momentum right here. Let's see how we behave here at previous lows and if we hold any support down to 400s. Very weak. Collapsing at the moment around 200 points or so, 150. Let's see how it will behave here at 400 if we flash down through these lows, very important lows, August and September lows. Very nice breakdowns right here, every level is breaking down. Let's see this collapse right here at straight down move. Of course ISM was very bad. Let's see who we reached now, this 300s area. You can see here continuous resistance here at 400. Let's see if we break down now and we reach 300s. We're waiting for crude oil inventories, very weak price action. So very big build here, crude oil inventories. Let's see how price will go and if it goes down to 300s or even lower. You can see here the power of statistics again. Once we broke down this initial balance low here, we held support perfectly to the 100% of its average range. This is average range when it breaks down. This was supposed to happen right here, but of course we had this kind of swing. Now we have a 200% of its average range move within these 2 hours, straight down move, support here. This will be very good long opportunity, but let's see for how much it will hold. So I bought right here at this kind of 400 breakout, momentum breakout. Let's see if price will manage to break out previous low and then goes up to this kind of initial balance low area and days open price and then potentially on volume weighted average price. We're looking for a move up to 480s. Let's see if this retracement will happen. So you can see here a very nice reversal here after this 100% range of this breakdown, and which coincided with 200% range extreme exhaustion from the US session. We can see now 100 points, almost 100 points reversal. With this information you know that there are high probability trades right here, so you can take advantage and go long down here. So just to see here the probability for this 200% move for this 200% move within these 2 hours is 1%, so that means that you have 99% chances to go to reverse here, as you can see this 1% extreme exhaustion. So with these kind of measures you can at least take your profits down there if you're still holding, or even go for the reversal. Especially here we retest, had this kind of hammer, then open here, sold down, held support, and then we rallied upwards. So European cash market just closed here, we rebounded well 100 points or so since this low. So you can understand here how important it is to know the extremes of every case, whatever the matter is. For example, today weak ISM, and then we had a 100 points move. Let's see if we move further down upside. And if we close this kind of today's video with the big picture as we began this morning, we can see further downside below 500, as this was a case if we were unable to hold above 500. Support here at this kind of 24 of September's lows. Every low here could provide support, but let's see if we manage to hold this kind of lows right here. We could see some further downside towards 9,000. Let's see when this happens and if this happens. So that's for today, and thanks for watching.